Hello and welcome back to my Apparat and YouTube channel on LELB Society. This session I'm going to teach you another unit of 1100 words you need to know, week 20, day 1. Alright, so let me show you the words here from the matching part. Reviled. As a verb, revile, because here it has been used as an adjective, revile means hate, resent. Let me use this digital word. Revile means resent. Okay. Next word is derogatory. Derogatory is British, derogatory is American. Means belittling and disparaging. For example, derogatory statement, remarks. They are intended to shatter or destroy somebody's reputation. Next word is indict. Pay attention, it's not indict. Pronunciation, the pronunciation is indict, and it means to accuse as a verb, to press charges against somebody, to hold somebody responsible or accountable for something from a legal point of view, and the opposite is exonerate and accuse. Next word is nebulous, means unclear and vague, means ambiguous, hazy. And the last word is pesky, means annoying, bothering, irritating. Okay, and let me show how these words have been used in this context or passage. It's all about cockroaches. Such a disgusting creature, cockroach, and the short form is roach. Okay, the poor cockroach has been called the most reviled creature on the face of the earth. Poor here means miserable, wretched. Cockroach, which is an insect hated by almost all people, has been called or labeled the most reviled creature, the most, let's say, repugnant or disgusting creature on the face of the earth. It's everywhere in this world. Nobody loves him except perhaps another cockroach. Yeah. It's clear. Fiction, non-fiction, and poetry are replete with derogatory references to these ubiquitous bugs. Fiction means something that is not real, something that is not scientific. For example, that's why we have science fiction. So not factual or non-factual. And non-fiction and poetry are full of, replete means full of, derogatory references, means belittling and disparaging and criticizing or disapproving to this ubiquitous bug. Ubiquitous means everywhere, prevalent, existing everywhere, and that is true. Cockroaches can grow almost in any situation or geographical place and under any circumstance. Public health officials are quick to indict the insects as carriers of viruses that cause yellow fever and polio. Public health figures and those who are specialized in the hygiene factors and health matters and health issues are quick. They are not hesitant at all to indict, to attribute, and to just criticize or hold cockroaches responsible for what? For carrying some viruses. And that is true. Viruses, bacteria, so they just spread microbes and germs that cause some viral diseases such as yellow fever and polio. These are some dangerous and lethal diseases, particularly viral diseases. Viral means having a virus-based reason. Although past evidence has been somewhat nebulous, it means the evidence or documents that could be the proof for something, our past evidence has been unclear. Recent studies also show that an allergy to roaches or cockroaches may contribute significantly to asthma. Asthma, American pronunciation; asthma, British pronunciation. So there is a contrast here. That's why although has been used. And pay attention, there is a common mistake that many people, students, English students, make, and that is the use of although and but at the same time. Usually, particularly Iranians, tend to say although blah 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 but. However, you should not use them together. So recent studies and contrast show or prove that an allergy or hypersensitivity to roaches may contribute significantly, may importantly have an effect on. It may have an effect on asthma, another serious disease affecting your respiration. Little wonder, therefore, that the pesky cockroach is under attack. So it is not behind imagination that it is clear that that's why this disgusting insect is under attack and so disgusting and hated and reviled. Okay, some sample sentences. Number 1, because the contact offer was a nebulous one, the union leaders balked at it. Yeah, a cause and effect relationship. The contract, I think I pronounce it contact, it's contract. The contract or treaty or agreement was complete, let's say, confusing and unclear, ambiguous. So the union leaders balked at it. When you balk at something, it means that you are hesitant, you refuse to accept it for some reasons, because it was nebulous and unclear. Ezra Pound, the expatriate poet, was reviled for his pro-fascist remarks. He was a poet who was, let's say, banished and expelled from his country. That's why he was an expatriate poet. Means a poet who did not live in his own country. Was hated, was resented for his it means in favor of fascist remarks. Remark means what you say, statement. Fascist That is a terrible political band. Actually, Hitler was a fascist. It means that they are so prejudiced and, as a matter of fact, nationalistic. They have nationalistic attitudes and opinions. So that's why he was reviled. When the grand jury refused to indict him, the mobster was exonerated. The grand jury refused to accuse him, and therefore the mobster, a gangster, a member of the let's say a criminal group or criminal club, was exonerated, was acquitted. Let me write acute. Exempted. Opposite of accuse. Okay. Every time his accountant called with pesky pecuniary problems, Ben was very blunt with him. His accountant, that is Ben's accountant, called with pesky, annoying. Pecuniary means financial, monetary problems. So the accountant, an accountant must be able to deal with pecuniary issues. And because of that, Ben was very blunt with him. Blunt means frank and outspoken, plain spoken, straightforward, to the point, direct. When it is used for knives, or a knife, for example, a blunt knife is not a sharp one. Okay? The columnist was ordered to recant her derogatory statements. Columnist, pay attention to the pronunciation of this word. N is not pronounced. A columnist is a professional writer who writes some articles and publishes them actually in that column. And column is a special part in a magazine or newspaper, usually classified, thematically classified. Okay, so she had to recount, and recount means to take back, to withdraw, to officially and publicly state that you did not mean something that you had already said, that you had expressed or stated. Take back. Derogatory statement, I explained it. And today's idiom, left holding the bag. It means to be left to suffer the blame. For example, there is a group of people and every one of them is responsible for anything, but all of them just leave you as one of the single members of the group, and you are left holding the bag. It means that you are responsible for everything. The profligate businessman left his distraught partner holding the bag. Profligate means a person who leads a lavish life, or actually who tends to act lavishly. And what is lavish means extravagant. What is extravagant means not frugal, F-R-U-G-A-L. It means not economical. Not being careful or fastidious when it comes to spending money. So the profligate businessman, so he had already spent so much money on something, so because he was profligate, left his distraught partner holding the bag. Distraught means worried and confused. So if you are distraught, it means that you are so worried about something that you cannot think clearly about something, and that is terrible. You are overstressed. Okay, I hope you enjoy this lesson, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Aparat and also Instagram. I was about to say that, in order to receive the following lessons based on this great course book. Thank you so much and take care.